Happy Sunday and a very warm welcome to you wherever you're watching us from. Good public space increases happiness. Those are not my words, but those of a man who created policies around happiness. He says this will help improve the quality of life for people living in cities and communities around. That's in our discussion today. A little later on, well, the cold season is here with us, and today we feature shaggy mats in that part of our segment. You will love this one. Some cool ideas how you can make your room cozy. But first, let's have a look at our property of the week, the upcoming apartments on Kingara Road in Lavington. Just take a look.
Hello, I'm Dixon Weru from Remax Lico, and I welcome you to Urban Oasis, a development that is in Lavington area on Kingara Road, and just a walking distance to the Lavington Mall and the Junction Mall. And in here we have 3, 4 and 2 bedroom apartments, and we will walk you through this 2-bedroom amazing apartment. So when you walk in, one thing you notice in the foyer is that you get a lot of storage space. And you can use this for different purposes. You have a hidden shoe rack and some wardrobe spaces where you can put in your shoes and the shoes of your guests. And if you're traveling a lot, you can also have your bags put in there. What you notice with this development is that it looks really modern, upstate. You have your ceramic floors, therefore it is going to be long lasting. And herein, you can see the kind of finishing for your gypsum design, the lighting, and this is all inclusive in the price. You have your living area featuring a lot of natural light. You don't have to turn on your lights during the day. You have your dining area. This is an open plan, and this can fit up to 6 people. So you can entertain a lot if you're into that kind of things. And you have your really modern and well done kitchen that is giving you a feeling of the flow from the living area to the kitchen, but still you have this separation of a glass that brings that theme of being modern. So you have your gypsum here, which runs all through. A lot of counter space that you can work. And this opens to the laundry area. So you can notice there's the laminate doors that you get with your very spacious laundry area. And in here you have your power source for your laundry, and you have your outlet and inlet, and you have a small basin which you can use for any kind of laundry needs. When it comes to airing your clothes, you have this feature. You don't have to be told to buy here. So you have that, and if you need to, you can hang your clothes and then put them up, and they will air very nicely. You see the expansiveness of this balcony, and this gives you a very good view of the garden, a very good view of the neighborhood, which is going to be really beautiful. And now we can visit the bedrooms. In here, you find a really spacious bedroom that you can entertain your guests from. You have laminate floor that is quality and it won't be damaged by water. You have wardrobe space, and which comes with small mirror for your dressing. And what you need to note also is that you get aluminum doors as well for your security, and a very nice small balcony that you can use to entertain as well. And we walk now to the master bedroom. In here you get your master bedroom washroom. In it you have the cabinet storage, for instance, for your medicine. In your master bedroom, you enjoy again that space that you get and the flow of a lot of natural light, ceiling to floor windows, and you get your storage space. And you can as well do a book sort of storage there. Now, what really puts apart this development is the kind of rental yield you get. You can, for instance, rent out this 2-bedroom for about 85 to 90,000 per month. With the pricing of 9.5 million, it means you are enjoying close to 10% rental yield as opposed to the market rate of 7%. So this is the place you would want to put your money and enjoy the yield that you get thereof.
A shag is a rug or carpet that has a deep pile, giving it a shaggy appearance. Shag rugs or shaggy rugs are a unique style of floor rug characterized by a longer pile length than other rugs and sometimes referred to as noodles for their noodle-like appearance. This longer pile length most often has a much looser feel, hence the shaggy name. First popularized in the 1970s, shaggy rugs are again a trending style, with many people choosing a shaggy rug for their living rooms because of their soft texture, cushioned feel, underfoot, and the relaxed casual fit they create. First popularized in the 1970s, shaggy rugs are again a trending style, with many people choosing a shaggy rug for their living rooms because of their soft texture, cushioned feel underfoot, and the relaxed casual feel they create. Shaggy rugs are very durable and easy to maintain. Another benefit of shaggy rugs is the warmth they create on your floor, especially helpful for anyone with carpet or wood floorboards in the winter months, perfect for a cozy evening in your lounge room watching your favorite TV series or movie. Shaggy rugs can also work well as a feature rug in a bedroom. A wide variety of materials can be used to manufacture shaggy rugs. There's a wide variety of colors available to equally enhance the mood of your room and complement your existing decor. Of all the materials used in shaggy rugs, wool is by far the best for many reasons, including its hypoallergenic, environmentally friendly, and fire-resistant qualities. Shaggy rugs can also help to reduce noise in a home or office as a result of the long pile cushioning, the impact of footsteps on your floors, and mostly of all, beauty on the floors or walls, and thus the rugs of beauty. Thanks for joining us in our discussion today. We are talking to Ridwan Kamil, who is the governor of West Java in Indonesia, who created a project called the Happiness Project, aimed at improving the quality of lives of his people. Thank you so much for joining us, Governor.
Yeah, asante sana.
You came up with the Happiness Project, which you believe will improve the quality of lives for your community. how did you make that happen?
Yeah, first I was an angry citizen before 2013. The city was so bad, so many corruption, nobody walks the city, happiness only found in the shopping mall and so on and so on, yeah. Senior citizen, they lock at home, they are afraid to go out. So I said to myself, this is not the city I would like to raise my kid in, yeah. So then I said, okay, I had to go to politics to take over. For some reason, I won, and I won as a city mayor of Bandung in 2013. As an architect and urban designer background, I remember that once my mentor, Jane Jacobs, yeah, told us that change the word project into community. When you change this word, you change the perspective. For example, change the word housing project becoming housing community.
Wow.
Change the word street project to street community. By changing these simple, powerful words, it changes the mindset. It means you have to include people. It means how the feeling of the people become important, and the people will no longer as an object of development, they become the subject of development. They become the designer they own. So I learned, I'm coming from like Kenya, a developing countries. We never compete with the developer world when it comes to infrastructure and transportation. But I said to myself, there's something very valuable from my culture, which is happiness, right? I researched many developed countries in Asia. They are progressing, number one, but the people are not happy. There's so many suicide. They want to move out and so on and so on. So I learned to myself, as a decision maker, the number one person in the city, I want to create a different roots. Because happiness, number one, is the most fundamental aspiration of the people, regardless the race, regardless the economic status, is happiness. When people happy, they have a peaceful mind. When they have a peaceful mind, they don't hate. They don't get angry, right? When they have a peaceful mind, not angry, then it's easy for me to make a change. For example, so I started by surveying, because different country, different culture. So maybe in Kenya it's different with my West Java. So when we did a survey, it came up surprisingly two dimensions. Number one, source of happiness was family harmony.
Family harmony.
Yeah, so to get married, having kids, and a balanced life, still get a breakfast time, still have a dinner time is very important. Something is not valued anymore in modern era. Number two, source of happiness was on the survey was social interaction. Just to have a chit chat like this, people get happy, right? Just having these chairs, very simple. So because of that, we created a series of programs to make people meet one another. Number one is I redesigned the city park as an architect. It's very easy for me. Now everybody loves coming to the city parks, enjoying the ambience. And what struck me was when I worked as a city mayor before, the one lady came to me with two kids. Mr. Ridwan, I want to thank you. Yes, ma'am. Before you reopen the city park, my kid, they always wants to go to shopping mall every weekend. The first 2 weeks, Mr. Ridwan, is okay, we have money. But the remaining 2 weeks, we don't have money. My kid was always, they were crying and so on. But now, they don't want to go to shopping mall because your city park was so many thematics. There is a superhero park, there was a historic park, there was...
and the kids love to be there.
Yeah. And Mr. Ridwan, we bring food, we don't have to go to cafe or buy meal.
And it's cost effective.
We save money, Mr. Ridwan. So two things by one program. You are happy and you are saving money. So it's good. So the poor got benefit a lot because of this strategy. Number two is about building trust to make you happy. Is using the social media. Now, as a governor, I have 10 million followers in my Instagram, for example.
Oh, what? Are you kidding
One
me?
of the highest in the world, yeah.
That's awesome.
10.5 million to be
I'll
exact.
follow you. I'm your next follower.
Okay, just follow at Ridwan Kamil.
I will
So
do
what
that.
what I do with social media,
Yes.
it's not just posting the personal post.
Yeah.
It's really informing the people my agenda.
Yes.
Discussing the issue, dialoguing the critics about whatever. And for some reason, because of this, now the public get higher trust because we are the leaders that easily to get connected.
Most African countries have tried to house their citizens but have not really been successful. What would you advise them?
This is the message to all the leaders around the world. Please listen more to your people. By listening, then you understand what they need. Top-down approach is no longer a right way to do. Yeah, more collaboration. There is a word called co-creation.
Yeah.
My word is like designing the future by the people themselves. So I think collaboration is the key words. In Indonesia, especially in my province, we exercise what we call government 3.0.
3.0.
So I tell you,
Okay.
government 1.0 is very much conventional, rule-based governance. Government 2.0 is a performance-based governance, which is good, but they still think that every aspect in development is a responsibility of government. This old school also. Government 3.0 means we spread the responsibility of the development goal to anybody who wants to participate. Be it government, be it community, be it academic, and so on and so on. So by having this, people share that the responsibility of future is no longer a government domain. It's become a movement. It's become an ours.
Does Indonesia have a housing policy and how does that work?
Yes, we have, but it's very difficult because the land issue occupying the most challenging part, because to provide the housing for the people, sometimes and most of the time the land is already owned by a certain entity, private, and to get availability, the land bank for the housing is not as easy as in China, for example, because the land owned by the state, for example. So this is a political system also create a problem. But we are progressing, and as a governor, I'm in charge to make a breakthrough decisions, and we are have a different dimension. One, of course, providing new urban housing, but also slum upgrading is very important by the people and to the people.
Is it a huge population who live in the slum?
Not really. If I compare,
Percentage maybe?
maybe around 30%. Yeah, and the 30% is also considered a very healthy and hygiene slums. Yeah.
What do you think would be useful, for instance, for our leaders here? Just making sure that the services and things like housing, which is number one need for most people, is met.
So many leaders with less political will, no change happen, right? And the most expensive thing coming from the people is trust. When you give your political will, the people will give you trust. So this is vice versa. So get the trust first from making everything transparent, making everybody listen to the way you do things. After that, then we make two strategies. If we have opportunity, we build a new towns, new development,
New cities,
but still with affordable scheme. Second, if you don't have that opportunity, like in my context, we do the slum upgrading, but with the people as the main driver to change. We don't force the change by our perspective. We give them space and ways for them to redesign, re-upgrade.
Not project.
Yeah, community, not project.
Yeah.
For example, create a program of urban agriculture for the urban people to grow foods within the slum area. So this is also, they learn, oh, Mr. Mayor, before, yeah. I didn't know that we can grow vegetable on the side of my home, for example. So this is a simple gesture, creating an eco-friendly but also happiness and so on and so on.
Yes.
So I think trust, then incremental strategy, because I think Kenya and Indonesia more or less similar. We're still developing, but when we collaborate like this and listen to one another, get inspired with political will, then we make a change. Because at the end, as I said, the fundamental role of a leader is to make a change. Because my enemy is my time. In 5 years, I have to deliver so many change. Otherwise, people see me like, no change. In 5 years, you're wasting your time.
Oh, so happy to speak to you, Mr.
Thank you for the interview. We'll follow each other on the Instagram.
I'm your next follower now from now on. Thanks so much. Quite insightful, I must say.
Send my regard to Nairobi. It's a lovely country.
Thank you.
I would love to come here.
You should, and go on safari.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to come and see the mountain.
I want to see the what you call the inland.
Yes.
Masai.
Yes. It will be awesome.
And that's all the time we had for you on today's edition of the show. We caught up with the governor of West Java, Indonesia, at the recently closed UN Habitat First Assembly. And it was amazing just trying to understand his concept to humanistic approach, the human aspect of life. He says it's more than buildings and roads and good infrastructure, even when that is important. But then again, there's also the effect of happiness and what that can do to the people. I hope some of our governors here and the leaders have fixed that up. Until next time, I've been your host, Jamila Mbugwa. Talk to us on our social media handles at Jamila Mbugwa and at NTV Property Show. Hadi mara nyingine, asante sana.